yeah, I mean, I really enjoy playing with him. It's just in the past, I think we kind of didn't embrace like his playstyle, and we tried to change it too much and like try to make it like NA playstyle, where it's like control medias and stuff. But I mean, he's definitely just better if he's on his own champions that he wants to play instead of being told what to play and being told how to play.
This is Zento here from Esports Heaven, and I have here with me Svenskeren from Evil Geniuses. Quite a stomperoonie against Dignitas. You guys ended in about 24 minutes, and I just want to ask, like, have you ever, in your recollection, stomped a team that badly?
Uh, I don't recall a game being this fast. Actually, I mean, maybe if you go back, like I've been playing since so long, so I imagine there must have been a game, or I mean, maybe I have been stomped harder than this in my career too, maybe. But yeah, I mean, it was a pretty fun game and fast, yeah.
So there was an insane stat that got released recently, which said that Impact had the biggest gold lead ever in the LCS history across any lane ever. How do you feel about that?
I mean, he was just playing well this game, right? It was from this game we just played.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of Superman going in and taking any fight. I mean, he's playing well, doing impact things.
So there is a, I guess, a narrative that Impact can't play top lane carry, champions such as, even a Renekton would probably be in that wheelhouse. A Jace probably, like any of these champions, and he seems more like of a tank player from the entire narrative. So like, what would you say to that idea, given that you're there firsthand experience and you also get to see maybe the things that he plays in scrims as well too?
Um, I mean, I think he can definitely play all the carry champions. It's just that Impact as a person isn't as like needy for resources. So if he's like on a Aurelia or on a Gwen or something, he's not going to be as useful as on other champions because he's not necessarily calling for all the resources, which you
Mm-hmm.
see a lot of top laners do when they play like a carry like that. But I mean, he can definitely play them. It's just that I think his style is just like he's gonna carry if he's on a like a bruiser, and yeah, I mean he's really good on bruisers.
So in this current jungle meta, we've seen a lot of different champions, in fact, and I feel like this meta has been quite a lot of variety. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean maybe the style of how you play jungle has necessarily changed that drastically in the sense of, full clearing or prioritizing clearing a lot. But in terms of how you view the meta and whatnot, like what's your viewpoint of the meta? Because you previously before this game you called out Acadian saying, "Yo, I dare you to pick Kane again." So like, what are your thoughts about just niche picks like that and whatnot?
I mean, I think right now there's a lot of viable champions for the jungle, so it's definitely entertaining and also just fun to play. Like, I mean, I'm just kind of playing Diana every game because I think she's the strongest. So, I mean, but other people think other champions are the strongest, so that's why they have different priorities than me. So, I mean, I just think there's a lot of viable stuff. And I mean, the trade was just fun because like I like Acadian and I'm good friends with him, so it's just
Yeah.
like a little fun thing before the game. And then we banned Kane, of course.
So I want to move on to maybe one of your big focal points within the team, which seems to be Jiizuke. And it seems as though you guys are now actually learning how to play around his volatility, in fact, especially when he goes into the side lanes. You guys are able to create an advantage off of that. But as such, how is it playing with such a volatile player like Jiizuke? Is it that maybe you have to learn his tendencies in order to actually play well with him? Or is it because you guys have done a lot of different VOD reviews and maybe he tells you what he's trying to do or what his thought process is? Like, how does that whole situation go about of incorporating Jiizuke's style into the fold of how you expect him to play?
I mean, I think he's just learned, and I mean, I've learned as well, just a lot how he wants to play and how we want to play as a team. I think we're just kind of on the same page right now on how to play the game. So that's why we look a lot stronger than we did in the past. And I mean, Jiizuke has always been a really, really good player. It's just that he goes for like crazy plays, and I mean, sometimes it's not going to work out, but a lot of times it works out, and then he looks insane. So yeah, I mean, I really enjoy playing with him. It's just in the past, I think we kind of didn't embrace like his playstyle, and we tried to change it too much and like try to make it like NA playstyle where it's like control medias and stuff. But I mean, he's definitely just better if he's on his own champions that he wants to play instead of being told what to play and being told how to play.
So now I want to get your take on the entire subbing situation that's been continuing to go on in the LCS. And this is one of the most tumultuous seasons I've ever seen in the history of the LCS, in fact, just from watching it or covering it. And I want to get your take on this because, you know, you've been subbed out before in Cloud9 and you've experienced, you know, working your way back into the team and sharing time with Blabber and whatnot and being like that duo of, you know, Svenskeren and Golden Glue. And I want to know how the idea of being subbed out affects maybe your confidence as a player or just the team environment in general.
I think it depends on the team and how it's related to the player that you're subbing. Because I think in my situations, it's been not related to me. Like it's been related to me in a good way, where
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it always sucks being subbed out and you want to play every game, but sometimes like another player just has what the team needs right now, and gotta kind of embrace that and work your way up. So definitely depends on how it's related to the player. If it's in like a spur of the moment thing, then obviously I would be super fucking frustrated if I got benched and then like it's just like imagine yesterday I played poorly and then today I'm just benched without being told in advance. Then it feels like the team just doesn't really trust you to recover from like a lost game. And I feel like I mean, if it's just been told in advance and there's actually like good planning around it, then I think you can swap out players and it's fine.
Yeah. So finally, I want to get your thoughts on your obvious competition, which is 100 Thieves and specifically Closer. He's looking really good as far as how he works with his team, just his individual play style itself. So what are your thoughts on Closer just as a jungler?
I mean, I think Closer is pretty good. He works really well with his new mid laner Abadage and also his support Rui. They play pretty well together. Yeah, I mean, I think he's good. He plays all the meta picks and he's good on them.
And what do you guys think about maybe your chances or you specifically facing him off in playoffs?
Um, I mean, I think if we were to face them right now, we would win pretty easily. But obviously, there's still a bit more time. We can get better. They can get better. The meta can change drastically on one patch depending on what Riot does. So it's hard to say what's going to happen.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Svenskeren. You guys completely dominated Dignitas, and I hope to see more crazy stomps from Evil Geniuses. This has been Azento from Esports Heaven and Svenskeren from Evil Geniuses. Thank you very much.